High-rise construction is one of the most exciting things you can ever watch. Hundreds of workers and their machines will work for months and sometimes even years to build a tall building. Many different skills are needed to get the building done. Architects, engineers, contractors, inspectors, laborers, painters, and electricians are just a few of the jobs that are needed to put up a tall building. We'll show you how they all work together in this video. Buildings come in all different shapes and sizes, but one thing they all have in common is that they need a foundation. A foundation is like an anchor because it holds the building to the ground. Before a building can go up, a huge hole must be dug so the foundation of concrete can be poured. Here you see workers digging the hole. In the hole, we can see a backhoe at work. Notice how it digs out huge scoops of earth. The earth is then loaded into a truck and driven away, maybe to be used as fill dirt somewhere else. foundation hole is dug, large steel tubes are sunk into the earth and filled with concrete. Then the foundation is filled in and the walls are poured. Hundreds of tons of concrete are used in the foundation of a large building. The foundation's walls will be the skyscraper's basement walls. We talked to an architect about how a building is designed.
What does an architect do?
Well, we do a lot of things about solving problems about buildings, but the most fun thing we get to do is design buildings. We design all kinds of buildings, from little houses or remodels to office buildings to high-rise buildings, planning many buildings. So we get to do a whole lot of different things, and that's what's kind of nice about being an architect.
Why do you need an architect to build a building?
Well, sometimes you don't need one, but sometimes it's a real complicated process, and we're trained in school to learn how to solve all kinds of problems about buildings. And sometimes if you've got, like if you're going to do a house and you wanted to put a little kitchen and a great big playroom in it, then you probably couldn't find a house that was just like that. So you'd go to an architect and you'd ask him about designing this for you, and that's what we would do. We would make it just for you.
How do you design a building?
How do we design buildings? Well, we do a lot of different things to design a building. We sit down with the client and try to find out what they want, and then sometimes we'll go and get our tracing papers like this, and we do all kinds of little sketches on it. That's what's kind of fun, to do the drawing part, and we draw with pencils and crayons, and sometimes we paint with brushes. Sometimes we build models like this to design, and then when we get pretty well along, we also use the computers to design. Anymore, we can do a lot of work with computers, and they save you a lot of time.
Can a girl be an architect?
Oh yes, we have several girls in our office that are architects. It's just the same for a woman as a man. They go out on the jobs and they work on the jobs and supervise and do the same things a man does. So you bet they can do that.
How long does it take to design a building?
Well, it depends if it's a big building or a little building. Sometimes in the design we can do that fast sometimes. You know, sometimes if you got an idea, then you're all right. You just put that idea down on the paper like that and it's designed. The hard part is getting it all drawn so somebody can build it, because you have to go from the design, which is like this little model or a little sketch, and then we go in and we do some more drawings to decide what kind of materials to make it out of, and then we go into some real detailed work where we do what we call working drawings, and that's what the contractor uses to build from. Some people call them blueprints, but they're not blue anymore. They're white with blue writing on them.
Why do workers wear hard hats?
Well, you know, have you ever been to a construction job and looked around? Mm-hmm. Boy, I tell you, sometimes it's kind of dangerous. And if you're down below and they're working up 2 or 3 stories up in the air and somebody's laying a brick, and if they drop that brick on your head, it would hurt. So hard hats, they're made so that things like that can bounce off of your head and not hurt your head. Everybody has to wear a hard hat when they're on a construction job.
How long does it take to build a high-rise?
How long does it take the contractor to build a high-rise? After we've got it all drawn, probably after it's all drawn and everybody's got a building permit and he can just start digging in the ground. He starts first with that, digging the foundation at a big hole in the ground. And then as they come up out of the ground, they start pouring concrete, and then they start building buildings. And that whole thing can probably take 1 year to 2 years if it's a real big building. It's a long time to build a building.
Almost every building construction site will have a crane at it. Let's look at different types of cranes at work. Some cranes move on wheels. Some cranes are stationary, and others actually move up with the building. One of the most common types of cranes at a high-rise is the tower crane. The crane operator sits up above in the cab and is in contact with the signalman on the ground. They talk by telephone, and the signalman helps guide the crane. look inside a building under construction and you'll see how the finishing work progresses. Generally speaking, a building is finished from the bottom up. Once the girders and columns are up, metal decking is welded down. The floors are insulated and wired, and then sheetrock is put up. Later, all the finishing work such as painting, carpeting, and lighting are done. In a big building, many different skills contribute to the final product. Plumbers, carpenters, ironworkers, electricians, painters, carpet layers, and roofers, to name just a few. Many of the same machines that are used in road construction are also used during high-rise construction. time you drive by a high-rise site, see if you can identify a bulldozer, a backhoe, and a loader. Then see if you can tell what types of cranes are being used. Watching a high-rise go up is both fascinating and fun. Always remember that a construction site can be very dangerous. Never go near a building under construction without permission from the builder and adult supervision.